A firestone. A nice pair of stones for making fire. I've made a fire. It says, when all of the planets are in a row, then it is the great birthday of the sacred Seth. His door will open and you will render homage to him. That worked. The thing is open. So far, so good.
Finally! What day is it today? What day? What day? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Oh, I'm so excited. Cattle. A huge herd of cattle just for me alone. Oh, how lovely. Oh no, I already got that 200 years ago. I'm sure you've come up with something new.
Us? Something new?
I've got it. A scepter. Made out of shiny gold and platinum. Much bigger and heavier than my old one. No, I didn't guess right. What else could it be? Say, who are you anyhow? And why aren't you wearing a ceremonial Seth robe?
Because ceremonial Seth robes are so out at the moment.
I can only be reawakened by my faithful followers. Could this mean that today isn't even my birthday?
Which birthday would this be?
You didn't change my clock, did you?
Me? Well...
Are you actually aware of how much time it takes to reset the time on a clock like that again? Boy, oh boy! You barely begin to sink into a divine sleep of a few centuries, and then some schmuck comes waltzing through here and botches things up big time. Alright, I'm sure you didn't just wake me up for the fun of it. So what's the deal here?
Bestow upon me divine power?
Divine power? Do you actually know who it is that you have in front of you? I am the mighty Seth. I am the being who triumphed over Osiris, and I'm the being who strewed his body parts to the four winds. Except for his heart. I'm keeping that as a souvenir, and it presents the possibility of attaining complete control over him. Ever since then, Osiris has been incarcerated within the confines of the underworld.
Wait a minute. Osiris is my protector.
Hang on. Whose side are you on, anyway?
What do you mean, whose side? My own, of course.
I mean, who are you rooting for in the imminent battle of the gods?
Battle of the gods?
The time for the great battle draws nigh. The gods have begun already to don their armor. The guardian of the Ankh has failed. The divine power has been released, and now everyone's out to exploit it for their own intentions. Osiris's power grows, but he won't be able to channel his power as long as his heart belongs to me. A great power dwells in this divine heart, a power that is entirely at my disposal. The cards will be mixed anew. Who will rule over mankind? who will rule over the underworld. When the planets have formed the constellation of the Camel, the fate of the gods will be decided. And now, excuse me, I have preparations to make.
It's always such jolly good fun to chit-chat with the gods. What were we talking about again? Let's see. Can anyone up there hear me?
That can't be. El Caravano, you actually made it! Everything's going according to plan?
As good as can be. I'm almost out of here.
Good luck. Everything's going according to plan?
Well, you get nothing for nothing.
We had a whip round for you. Take these provisions. They're sure to assist you.
I'll put the stone to the side. I picked up the lid. A weasel is sitting there. There's a weasel that has dug through to the next cave. I put it in my pocket.
You dare to take the urn, cursed one?
Yikes! The sullen Seth is back.
This is the urn that bears the heart of Osiris. I tore it out of him with my bare hands. And I need it in order to stand a chance against him in the battle of the gods. As punishment, I will now use my divine powers to smash you to pieces.
How is that supposed to happen?
I will send my army of scorpions.
Oh, come on, all of this stress. Just for a heart like that.
The time for talking has passed.
Why?
The machines of war have already been set into motion, and stopping them now would really aggravate the weapons lobbyists.
You mean the scorpion lobbyists?
Exactly. Tremble before my army of scorpions.
What? This is the army of scorpions?
Well, there used to be more a few centuries ago. But even this one could kill you horribly within seconds.
One single, pitiful, puny scorpion with encroaching senility? And he's only got 5 legs!
I will now leave you combatants to your fate. You will suffer a wretched demise, impudent pharaoh. Ha!
An ugly rag. A type of pot that has... I'll take this weird clump out. It may be weakened by age, but I don't want to take any risks. Now! I've put the little guy in a safe place. hole created by the missing floor plate. It doesn't drain anymore. I can't see the weasel. The hole created by the missing floor plate. Oh no! Bananas! And targets in the form of the pharaoh! Help! Oh, that's much more to my liking. I'll take a short rest.
Well, and that's the reason why I was extradited to the desert.
Man, what a creepy story.
Who's the naked, ugly chump who's taking a shower under our waterfall?
Is it possible?
The Pharaoh!
Good morning, fellows.
Tormentor, exploiter, enemy of Egypt.
Hey, let's all take it easy, guys. After all, we're all sitting in the same boat.
But our dastardly enemy.
I'm going to get the bananas.
Ephraim, perhaps we should behave like adults for a minute and first let him tell us what he's doing here?
If it has to be.
And that's how it came to be, that this spook sits on my throne while I was slaving away in that dreadful quarry.
So it was the undead Dinar who threw me out of the city.
That means there's a fiend who's even more treacherous than the pharaoh. It's inconceivable to think what could happen if this heart of Osiris were to fall into the hands of Dinar.
Egypt would have a new ruler, and his name would be Osiris.
I would never get the Ankh back.
And I would end up having to brush my own teeth. Forever.
And if we all pulled together, we might even stand a chance at conquering this vile fiend.
Work together? With the pharaoh? Well, if there's no other way.
Hello, Asil.
Do you perhaps have any useful items for me?
Here, these things might come in handy. Hello, Asil.
About our relationship.
Yeah? What about it?
Tell me again. Just why didn't things work out for the two of us?
Ooh, when you ask about the things that didn't work, what exactly are you asking me? I might have eventually forgiven you for turning up late for our first date because you overslept, and then not even commenting on my new hairdo. I would have eventually also forgotten that business with the rundown restaurant that only served camel's feet, the showing off in front of your friends. Well, I've managed to tolerate it this far, But when I stumbled across that love letter from the Pharaoh's daughter, that was when it was really over.
How is it my fault when that chick writes me a letter?
But you didn't have to open it.
You don't know what you're missing without me.
Well, so what am I missing?
Together we'll watch glowing sunsets under palm trees.
And then shock cooling under the waterfall.
Sounds good to me.
If you'd been so seductive before, maybe things could have worked out.
There's a present. If I get sidetracked by another tempting hooker, I'll never get my Ankh back. A soft, cushy pillow. My good rebellious companion. A large ladle with a long handle. A sharp-edged shell. The trophy from the finals. So far, so good. So... wood and tar brought to burn. That won't work.